Alright guys, today we're starting lesson 5, and lesson 5 should be pretty simple. As you can see, let's read our learning target. It says, I can compare large numbers using greater than, less than, or equal to. So number 1 says, label the units in the place value chart. Draw place value discs to represent each number in the place value chart, and then use the symbols to compare the two numbers. So first, up here, we're going to label our place value chart. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions. We know that our commas go right after the thousands family and right after the millions family. Alright, so the first number that we're going to draw out is 30,015. So we have 5 ones. So in my ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 110, 1. We have 0 hundreds. We have 0 thousands, and then we have 3 10,000s. So in my 10,000s, I'm gonna write 3, and then this was 0 and 0. Next, I wanted to draw the number 210,005. So here we have 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 0 tens, 0 hundreds, 0 thousands. We have 1 10,000, and then we have 2 100,000s. So when we compare, guys, typically when we label, we start from right to left, but when we compare, we want to go from left to right because we want to start with our biggest value. So here we can see that we have 0 100,000s, but then we have 200,000s. So already our number, we can tell which one is bigger. Obviously 2 is bigger than 0, so that means that 210,005 is bigger than 30,015. So to show that with our symbols, we want to make sure that the alligator eats the larger number. So remember, when he eats it, he wants his mouth to open to it. So he's going to open his mouth to that larger number, and he's going to chomp down on it. Now to read this from left to right, it would say 30,015 is less than 210,005. So I'm going to write less than. So here you would do it with the place value chart. Now you're also going to have some where you won't have a place value chart, and you're just going to have the numbers. So again, we want to start from the largest value and work our way this way. Well, we have a 4 in the 10,000s, a 4 in the 10,000s. We have a 2 in the in the thousands. We have a 2 in the thousands. We have a 3 in the hundreds. We have a 7 in the hundreds. So this is where our digits are changed. They're not the same. So we're going to compare these. Well, which one's bigger? Is 3 bigger, or is 7 bigger? Or is 300 bigger, or is 700 bigger? Well, we know that 700 is bigger, so we're going to draw our alligator opening to eat the big 700, or 42,781. So again, to read this, we would say 42,301 is less than 42,781. Alright, sometimes we're going to have numbers that are not in standard form. So we're going to need to write those in standard form. And to do that, I'm going to write my mini place value chart. Again, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. Alright, so it says I have 100. So in the hundreds, I'm going to write 1. It says we have 9,000. So in my thousands, I'm going to write a 9. It says we have 80,000. So in my 10,000s, I'm going to write an 8. And then in my and then it says we have 600,000. So in my 100,000s, I'm going to write a 6. Remember, anywhere else that we did not put a digit, we're going to write a 0. So this is 689,100. And then let's look at this one. 689,000. So here, 600. So in the hundreds, we're going to write a 6 because we're in the thousands family. 89. We have 80, so that goes in our tens. And 9 ones. Then it says 100. So over here, 100. So let's compare our numbers. Remember, we're going to look at each digit. 100,000 we have a 6, 100,000 we have a 6, 10,000 we have an 8, 10,000 we have an 8, thousands we have a 9, thousands we have a 9, hundreds we have a 1, hundreds we have a 1, tens we have a 0, tens we have a 0, ones we have a 0, and ones we have a 0. So that means all these digits are the same. All these values are the same. So that means this number is equal to. So we could write equal to. Alright, last one. We're going to take this giant number and change it to standard form. This one's already in standard form. So again, let's write out our mini place value chart. And label ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. Alright, so this says we have 500,000. So in my 100,000s, I'm going to put a 5. This says we have 7,000s. So in my thousands, I'm going to put a 7. This says we have 300s. So in my hundreds, I'm going to put a 3. This says we have 8 tens. So in my tens, I'm going to put an 8. Wherever I don't have a digit, I'm going to put that 0. So this number is 507,380. So now let's compare. In my 100,000s, I have a 5. In my 100,000s, I have a 5. In my 10,000s, I have a 0. In my 10,000s, I have a 7. Oh, so here's where our digits are different. So I'm going to circle that. Now I want to compare. Is 0 bigger or smaller than the 7? Or is 0 10,000s bigger or smaller than 7 10,000s? Or 70,000s? Well, we know 70,000 is bigger than 0 thousands. So our alligator again is going to open to this bigger number because it wants to eat it. So we would read this as 507,380 is less than 570,380. Alright guys, go ahead and get started.